Hello guys and welcome back. Today we are breaking down more Borderlands 3 speculation, starting with our top Borderlands 3 villain theories. Alright, so starting with number 1, the simplest, is Lilith. She is seen losing her mind towards the end of Borderlands the pre-sequel when, even after Athena tells her story, she still orders the firing squad to kill her, and then the Watcher, or the Iridian alien, has to jump in and save her. Ever since the death of Roland, Lilith has been seen as losing herself mentally. She just became a super weapon after charging the vault key. She was just being pumped with iridium and more iridium. And even before that, she already had an addiction problem when we go see her as the Firehawk. So, nothing crazy. We can totally see this happening. Gearbox loves to do those twists in their stories, so what better way than to make one of the original Vault Hunters evil to motivate everyone to come together? But there is one flaw in this. The Watcher at the end of Borderlands the pre-sequel said a war was coming, and that we'd need all the Vault Hunters we could get. Well, so far, I don't know about you, but one siren doesn't seem like a war. That seems like a battle. So far, I wouldn't say this one is too likely. Maybe she'll have a slight phase where we fight her as a boss and so she acts like herself again, but I do not think she will be the main villain of Borderlands 3. Second is Rice. He's the new CEO of Hyperion after the events of Tales from the Borderlands. He's the main character in that game. And ever since that game came out, people on both sides have either wanted him to become a playable Vault Hunter in Borderlands 3 or to be a villain in Borderlands 3. People love the character, love the design. If he's overcome with Jack that's inside him, it sparked a lot of discussion. And people could see that Jack overtaking him and then becoming a villain. And then the same Hyperion trope, which that's why I don't think this one is as likely. Rise, like, throughout the whole game, we make his decisions, and Telltale said they weren't going to make a new Tales Season 2 for Borderlands yet, but I think they're going to hold on to that character in their pocket just in case for Season 2 of the game. And I would say it's even pretty unlikely that we're going to see him in Borderlands 3. I think that Telltale wants to keep that for themselves as its own separate little piece. And I think Gearbox, they can handle making new characters. They've done that all the time. And I think the Hyperion trope is played out because the whole Handsome Jack already did it with Hyperion. And I think having Rise do it again with Hyperion and starting another war is just kind of dumb and really lazy writing. So I would say this one is also not very likely, but who knows. If he's a playable Vault Hunter, awesome. Prove me wrong, Gearbox. Put him in the game. Alright, so third, I've also heard a lot of people say weapon manufacturer will be the enemy. Personally, this is my least favorite. We have already defeated Atlas in Borderlands 1. Hyperion was then teased as being the enemy in the Robo-Lution at the end with the satellite that we see Angel controlling, and then led to them being the main villain in Borderlands 2 through the catalyst of Handsome Jack. Torg has already had enough of a spotlight between his own DLC in Borderlands 2 and the Wallow Gobbler DLC, which was the Headhunter pack. So I think we've seen enough of Torg, enough of Hyperion, and enough of Atlas. But I think Atlas should come back as a weapon manufacturer. So don't get me wrong there. I just don't think they should be a villain again. So Jacob's heavily focused on in the Zombie Island DLC in Borderlands 1. So between those, that only leaves Dahl, Vladolf, Tediore, Maliwan, Anshin, and Polaris. And Polaris is a teased weapon manufacturer that I'm actually making another video about. So check that out in the future. It's really cool. Nothing really about it is out yet, but I'll just give you guys what I know. So I'm really over the whole weapon manufacturer thing. I think they should dive more into them and give us like reputation missions for these, but that's a discussion for another video. Reputation missions to build up rep in these certain manufacturers and giving us more background. But overall, no, I do not think that the weapon manufacturer should be the villain in Borderlands 3. Fourth is the aliens / Iridians. So in Borderlands 1, we saw a lot of Iridians on our way to the vault and just traveling throughout Pandora. In Borderlands 2, we can see that Jack killed them on the way to his vault, so we really don't see that much of them. But people want them to come back, and at the end of Borderlands, the pre-sequel, it was kind of teased that the Watcher, that the Iridians, you know, they were there, they're going to come back, kind of. So a lot of people think, whose side is the Watcher really on? The Iridians or our side? Are the Iridians going to come back like full force when we start opening all these vaults? Because for the most part, that's like their whole sole purpose, is to protect these vaults. So if we just start going world to world, opening, is that going to cause like a chain reaction and just hordes of them to come on us, and leaders and stronger aliens like the Watcher that we've seen, who actually do have power in the universe and can do basically whatever they want, stop bullets, stop major events from happening, or even have there been other aliens that have been controlling our movements throughout the whole thing and just kind of watching it happen. That's something that would be a really cool like DLC or something to get into. I really don't, I'd see them as a main villain, but I think right now currently the Watcher is on our side, so I'd like to believe that all the Iridians are, or at least they'll stay out of our way. So no, I don't really think the aliens are that likely either, but hey, who knows. And finally, number 5 is Tannis. And the whole reason people think Tannis might be a villain is because of an Easter egg in Battleborn, which is another Gearbox IP, where there was a message people decoded, and it referred to us not trusting Tannis. So of course, it said, "Visit Promethea, children of the vault. We are not on Pandora anymore. Tannis is not what she seems. Do not open the vault." So that's crazy. That's like a huge counterproductive thing than what the Watcher told us. Like, there are vaults to be open. You guys have to come together. Blah, blah, blah. We've already know that Promethea is kind of where we're going to go next for the most part. It's been teased a lot. But the Tannis is not what she seems. That doesn't necessarily mean good or evil. I've seen a lot of people even say she's going to be a siren, which I don't really think is true. But hey, let me know what you guys think it means when it says Tannis is not what she seems. For the villain of Borderlands 3, do you want to see Lilith, Rise, a weapon manufacturer, aliens, Tannis? Or let me know in the comments down below what you guys think it might be. Thank you guys so much for watching, and see you guys in the next one.